Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 14 of this building. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to extend some of this wall, and then we extended the railing as well. So we're pretty much, we just need to add all of this right here. We need to add the curtain wall doors, and also we need to group it and add it on all of the levels. But we're going to skip maybe 4 of the levels because we need to create something nice, and then we also need to add some of those community areas, for example pools. We also need to add recreation areas and those kind of stuff. So we might skip 4 of this one just to showcase a better layout on those. So now let's go to 3D. Let's go to insert and then load family. We need to go to doors and we need to select wall single glass, click open, and then here we need to know which wall are we gonna change to a curtain wall. So here, for example, I'm gonna click on tab. Once this is the panel that is selected, we need to select that, and then we need to unpin it. Once you unpin it, you'll be able to have this one, change it to the curtain wall place. If it's not showing, you want to make sure to change it to fine. And then the orientation, we're going to change that later on once we're in Twinmotion. Sorry, not in Twinmotion, but once we're in the level 3 floor plan. So just to be good, we need to click on tab multiple times, select that, and then change it. Just choose which door is this applicable. Sometimes you will need to change it up. And then the orientation we're gonna fix later on. Unpin it and then change it. So just go around and you will see which door you want to change. And then don't worry about orientation at the moment. Most of the time, the way that I see it is which one has the railing. Maybe this part is better. This one, change it. Then we're done. Once you're done, let's go back to level 3, and then here is where we're going to change the orientation. You can go either way. You want it to be outside or inside, depending on what you want. Most of the time it's going inside like this, but it's really up to you to decide. Also right here, I think it's better to go inside then. Something similar to that. And then here we just need to flip it fine right there. And then flip it onto this side. So let's double check everything. Looks good. I just need to fix this one, this top railing right here. Edit profile, or maybe we could just not edit profile, but maybe we could just extend. Is this something that can be extended? For some reason it's not, so I don't want to do it, because it's part of a wall system that we have right here. We'll see later on if it looks ugly, but for some reason it's fine with me. I'm not actually against it that much. And even this one, so I'm gonna leave it like that. We can go back to level 3 now, and this is a big one. We need to select everything right here. Everything that we can see right here should be selected, and then once it's selected, we need to copy to clipboard, or before that it's better if we group them. So annotate, not detailed group, but we need to go to modify and then group them like this. So GP. So here we could select that, and then leave it like that. We could just model the name to group 2, and then third. So now everything is selected like that. We have group 2 and then group 2 right there. So this one is another group that we have onto this. What we can do is ungroup this one, and maybe we could just add it to, so let's ungroup everything. I want to have everything in one group, so let's do that again. It's better to have everything in one group, so that once you change anything, everything will change. So let's just call it group 3, and there we go. Is this still fortunately still showing? So I'm gonna ungroup again, and let's double check first before we do the grouping again, to make sure that we don't group anything anymore. I'm gonna put this one over all. There we go. So now overall is added. For some reason it goes to another group for this one, but I won't stress enough on that. All I know is I have this group right here that I'm gonna copy to clipboard and paste on selected levels. So align but selected views, no. Yeah, let's do this selected views. I'm gonna select from 4. Let's see, 4 to 18, and then we're gonna do 21 up to so yeah, we're gonna skip some. So I'm going to select everything and then deselect. So for example, I think from here, click on control, I believe that's the one, 17, 18, and then 27, 28. I think that's good enough. And then let's, not 17, 18, I'm going to maybe 13. Select everything. I'm gonna do 13, no, 14, 15, and then 27, 28. I'm gonna do maybe 24, 24 and 25. That's it. I'm gonna see what happens. It's basically gonna add more of this floor. This will be our typical floor of everything. And then it's gonna add all those floors that we selected, and then it's gonna skip the ones that we wanted to be skipped. So definitely going to have those ones added, and usually it takes a while because of course there's a lot of information right here that it wants to add on all of those. So it's gonna keep on repeating everything, and as you can see, it's taking a while. So we're gonna come back once it's done. So once it's done, let's look at 3D, and as you can see, we have each and every groups right here, and everything is connected properly, and we just need to add the 2 floors that, or 4 floors that I told you about. So that will be 14 and 15. So right here we can see that we have something like there that we don't need. It's better as well to see in our elevation so that we could see how it goes. So here I'm just, let's try and change this. There we go. So 14 and 15, and then 24 and 25. So that's the one that we're gonna do. Let's go back to 14, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the underlay. So here I want to see base level 3 or maybe the 13 instead. Same thing, but I just want to see how it looks. And then now from here I'm gonna add in the wall, so similar to the wall that we created here. Interior wall CS, and I'm going to probably create just a circle. So circle like that. I'm gonna put it all the way to 2 levels up to level 16. Check it out in 3D, and as you can see, it looks like that. Obviously we need to have a floor onto this, so we need to add some floor there. So let's go back to this one. We're gonna close it off. So here we need to go and create a floor. Instead, I want to know what floor did we use here. So I'm just going to check. That's floor number 3. So I just need to add a floor right here, number 3, just to close this off. So similar to this, and then expand it like that. I'm just going to rotate it, RO, rotate it a bit. RO again. I think that's good enough, and then click finish. So here we have this one, close off on that. We could put this one to 0 so that it's just covering that part right there. And the way we're gonna do this is let's go back right here. Maybe I'm gonna make it a little bit small. So maybe 13,000. There we go. I think that's good enough. And then we will add some support right here, all the way out. And then we're gonna copy that. I want to, instead of a wall, we're going to change it to storefront. And just like that, as you can see, it looks nicer. And it's really up to you how you want to divide this space. What you can do is you can add this one as the, we can add something like this. We could copy this one as well. So interior wall, and then obviously we need to keep the ones in the middle, because that's the elevator part, and then everything else is, like, for example, we have a room here for entertainment. So it's really up to you to decide. I'm going to just equally divide this to 4. And then I'm going to align this one in the middle. There we go. And then similar to this, why not just the same thing? You have the same information and then everything else. Then now we could just SL here and then trim and extend. And then obviously we need the same thing on this side, and elevators here and there. And then all of this needs to be added as well. Mechanical rooms and electrical rooms. And then here we just need to add the doors, and then room tag recreation 1 or 2, so it's really depend. You know what, we're gonna put in 2 doors on each side so that it's much better. And then now we could turn off the underlay. We don't need that anymore. And then here we could just click on tag room, or just room, like that. Recreation room, something like that. And then we could just copy paste it on the others. You can even put numbers if you want. This one be number 2, number 3, number 1, and then number 4. There we go, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's good. And then obviously we're gonna have the same thing, but we're going to have the pool at the top. So we could copy this. We could basically have, I want to have a support. So here we just also need, so because we have this one, we need the 15th floor as well to have another recreation room. This will be up to 16. I'm gonna select all of this. Filter it, just walls, and then just add the same thing right there. And then once you just select this, go right here and then just add the same thing. So we have enough recreation room, party rooms, and everything else that you can add is right here already. There's even in some Asian countries, they have multimedia room that they could they do add. There we go. And then the rooms we can put in. Will be 5, 6, 7, and then 8. I think that's good enough. You could just recreate this, copy this. Let's see it on how this one looks in 3D. It looks really good. And then obviously floor again. Let's add a floor to 15. Let's click on, sorry, floor number 3, and then the circle. We're going to put 12, 990. Let's put 80. Still go, and then maybe let's put 50, so that there's enough room, it's not going over. There we go. So that's good enough. I like the way it looks. And then the support I want, probably gonna create it first by using model in place, generic model. It's going to be a simple one. I'm going to create an extrusion. I want to make sure that this is going right here enough, so I'm gonna something 300, and then 3000, not too much, maybe 2500. Click finish, go to 3D. I want to expand this all the way to the top. Align it. AL, align it there, and then we can actually create this into wall. Yeah, I think it's better if we create it in wall, because we can edit the look of that. So I'm going to do an exterior wall with 300. Duplicate 300 thickness, and then this one will be a different material. We can do clad white, but duplicate, apply OK, and then OK, and then OK. Now we have this. Select that. I'm gonna add this one, 2500. I'm gonna put this back to interior wall. Sorry. Let's make it 3000 first. I just don't want it to be over here, so I just want to know the distancing. I'm gonna use annotate. The smallest, yeah, so around, I think 3000. Yeah, so 3000 is the most that I could do. This one should not meet. There we go. 3000 should be okay. Move it. I want it all the way to level 16, and then edit profile. And then as you can see, it's easier for us. I'm gonna try and curve it a bit. There we go. Maybe and then trim it, and then trim it again, and then click finish. There we go. As you can see, that simple addition of that will make it look really nice. And then now we could just copy this CO, or we could array this right here, radial, place center of rotation, and then I want to move to last. How many numbers? I want to have probably maybe 12. So 12 there. There we go. And just like that, it looks really good the way it goes around the building. And then now we're going to copy this. So same thing, we're gonna copy the floor and then all of this. group it first. I want to make sure that this one is being copied as well. And then now okay, this will be group number 4. That's fine. And then now copy to clipboard and then paste it to current view. I want it on 24 and 25. Then now the selected view, align it to selected view, and then 24, and then hopefully it pastes, and let's just wait for it. I'll come back once it's done. And this one pops out. You could just unjoin element and then see if everything looks good, and then you could just click on delete instance. And sometimes those pops up. It's okay, as you can see here, it was able to copy and to the same thing. So sometimes those error doesn't really show. But as you can see, this looks good. I'm happy with the way this one got done. So let's stop here for now and continue in the next video. Thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.